Jail's Movie Life, episode 17. This week I'm reviewing Paul Thomas Anderson's new movie, The Master, which sort of gets Oscar season underway. Paul Thomas Anderson, I preferred him during his Boogie Nights days, to be honest, when he was making sort of the Robert Altman ensemble type movies, especially the ones with porn in them. But now he's sort of switched with There Will Be Blood. He kind of switched into a new phase of his career where he's kind of headed from Robert Altman into the Terrence Malick, what the fuck is going on here kind of movies. And I'm not sure I like it, to be honest. I know the critics love it. I know all the cool kids can't wait to see Paul Thomas Anderson movies, but I'm not sure I get it. It started with There Will Be Blood, which I really enjoyed because it was just intense, but I don't still really know what the fuck happened in that movie, or why it happened. I just remember Daniel Day-Lewis going berserk for 2 hours, 2.5 hours more like it. But this movie is a little more understated, which obviously made the film critics jerk off more to it, but I'm not sure I get it, and I'm not sure most people seeing this fucking movie get it, but they say, oh, it's brilliant. I saw it on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and it got like a round of applause at the end, and I was like, first of all, they can't hear you. Secondly, if you think it was so great, explain what the fuck just happened. Basically, Joaquin Phoenix plays a World War II veteran who's got post-traumatic stress disorder. He's sort of a loner. He humps sand statues of women. See the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then he comes back to the mainland and struggles with civilian life. He's just sort of extremely angry and hostile. So he just drifts throughout the country until he finally finds himself a stowaway on a ship that happens to have Philip Seymour Hoffman on it, who plays Lancaster Dodd, who everybody says is sort of loosely based on the dude who did Dianetics, L. Ron Hubbard. So it's sort of a look, I guess, at the origins of Scientology. And it's interesting, the personal dynamics between Joaquin Phoenix's character and Philip Seymour Hoffman's characters. They're interesting because you can't tell, is the guy a charlatan or does he really believe in the stuff? But then you realize that he really does care for Joaquin Phoenix, and there's a weird father-son, brother, or mentor-student, master-servant, the master, get it? Or top-bottom. That's also the sort of hinted at relationship. Possibly a power bottom, but a bottom nonetheless. So that's what the movie's dealing with, and it's all interesting to a certain degree until you realize, wait, I'm at a movie. What the fuck is the story? What is this? Like, what is the point of this? Now, every critic, I think, just goes, I don't really get it, so, A, 4 stars. If you're good enough to confuse me, fuck it. I'll give you the top rating. I don't know. I sort of enjoyed it. I found it more boring than There Will Be Blood. I think Philip Seymour Hoffman's getting short shrift compared to Joaquin Phoenix. I thought Philip Seymour Hoffman was a beast. Joaquin Phoenix, I just couldn't kind of understand what he was saying, and he just stood like this, kind of like a thriller dancer caught halfway between his pose. That's like his permanent posture, and he's done it in other movies. Kind of looks like that permanently. I hope there wasn't a childhood accident that I'm mocking. But basically, The Master, I think, is for film students and film critics to sort of masturbate to and to praise themselves for liking such a deep, complex, artistic film. I don't know. I think I'm like most people. I mean, I hate the fucking Fast and the Furious, don't get me wrong. But I do like my movies to have sort of a discernible plot and not just kind of make me in awe of the filmmaker's style, because it's a visual medium, but there's also, you know, for 2.5 hours I'd like to maybe get a little more than just close-ups of Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman. I don't know, maybe I asked too much. I give it a B because I don't want to seem too dumb, I'll be honest. I'm a victim of this as well. But I just can't give it higher than that because I don't get it. So, this review is probably not helpful, but maybe it'll make you pay more attention when you do see the movie, and then you can email me and go, oh, you didn't get it, but I got it. I understand what Paul Thomas Anderson's doing. It's too bad you don't, but I do. So, that's the review for this week. I know, it wasn't very helpful, but neither was the movie.
Wanna get the feeling, gotta get the feeling,